In swimming circles, Baltimore, USA is synonymous with multiple Olympic champion Michael Phelps. However, he's not the only swimming sensation to have emerged from that city. Jessica Long is one of the world's foremost Paralympic swimmers. Jessica established herself on the international scene at the 2004 Athens Paralympics, where she won 3 gold medals. 2 years later, she put in a dominant performance at the World Championships in South Africa, winning 9 golds and setting 5 world records. We travelled to Baltimore to meet up with the then 15-year-old back in 2007.
I don't really think of it as like I'm the best, I guess. I'm just like, oh, you know, I love to swim, this is my sport kind of thing. Like, I don't want to lose my position and like my ranking. But when I swim, I just think, you know, just keep it up because I guess I'm doing well, you know, that kind of thing.
Jessica was born in Siberia. At birth, she was named Tatiana Olyegovna Kirilova. Born without the majority of the bones in her lower legs, she spent the early part of her life in a Russian orphanage. When she was 13 months old, she was adopted by Steve and Beth Long, who brought her to Middle River on the outskirts of Baltimore.
At 18 months, she had her lower legs amputated. And we had a appointment with a physical therapist, and we never made that appointment because she just got up and walked on her own, and she's been a go-getter ever since. You know, she's really accomplished a lot of things in not only swimming, but she's very active in a lot of sports, and we're just proud to have her as our daughter.
Jessica's natural sporting ability was evident from an early age. She attended gymnastics lessons and would spend most of her free time on the trampoline in her garden. However, she stopped taking gymnastics classes after her parents became concerned about the physical strain that the sport was placing on her.
The reason I actually joined a swim team was because my parents were afraid that I would damage my knees in gymnastics. So I remember the first day I went, it was really hard. It was a lot of hard work, and it was fun, but I remember thinking, I don't want to do this again. But I ended up coming back and I ended up loving it.
Jessica began swimming regularly at a club when she was 10. By the time she was 12, she'd made the American national team. Her selection in 2004 saw her travel to her first international swim meet, the Paralympic Games in Athens.
That was one of the times where we were saying to her, you may not get any medals, Jess, you're very young. First we were preparing her, you may not make the team, and she was telling us she was going to make it, and she did. So that was a real shock for us. And then when she went, and she definitely figured she'd medal. She wasn't sure what medals, but she wanted to medal. And we were trying to prepare her, you know, this is your first time, and it may be more, you know, difficult than you're thinking. And she just blew us away. So we realized that she knew what she wanted to do, and she did it.
In Athens, Jessica swam superbly. She claimed 3 gold medals in the S8 100 and 400 meters freestyle events and in the 4x100 relay. The 12-year-old's performance was a surprise to everyone, including herself.
I wasn't really nervous at all because I was ranked ninth in the world, and I wasn't thinking I had a shot of medaling. I was just hoping to make finals. So after my first race, I was a little more nervous because I ended up heading to the finals. I was seated first for the gold medal, and it was exciting because that race, that was my first race, and no one thought I could get a gold medal. And right after that, I just out-touched a girl, and I won the gold medal, so that was cool.
Following the Athens Games, Jessica made a habit of winning gold medals and setting world records.
I've been swimming since I was 10, and these are all my gold medals. I'm in Athens, Greece for the Paralympics. I won 3 gold medals, and here they are. These are from World Championships. I won 9 gold medals, and these are my favorite medals I've ever won.
Jessica's success in the pool resulted in her public profile growing enormously. In 2007, she won the prestigious Sullivan Award, an annual prize given to America's best amateur athlete. She beat stars like Michael Phelps and basketballer Candace Parker to scoop the honor.
And then from there, you go into your other pages, right?
With a higher profile, Jessica has been intent on increasing the public's knowledge of the Paralympics.
I just wish that people knew the difference between the Paralympics and the Special Olympics, and I just wish that people knew how hard we work. And just because we have a disability, people think they can't be as good as the Olympic athletes, but we try, and each of us have our own stories and how we ended up getting there. So I think it's pretty important.
Since 2007, Jessica has gone on to enjoy even greater success. She won 4 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics and 5 more at last year's World Championships in the Netherlands. When she's accomplished all that she can in the pool, Jess wants to attempt triathlons and compete in an Ironman competition. However, with 1 year to go before the London Paralympics, Long's focus is firmly on her swimming. And few would bet against this inspirational athlete continuing her dominance in the pool in 2012 and beyond.